Why is everyone gay and depressed? Hey, hi, hello, welcome back to my channel. My name is Lisa Enitan, and yeah, we're going to be talking about something very controversial. This is going to be a journal entry type of video. I have not done this in a long time, and I hope you enjoy it, and I hope someone would relate to this video. This video is very unscripted, so I might say some things that might be a little bit somehow because I'm trying to articulate my thoughts. I'm going to be going somewhere, okay? So if you have been on the internet for long enough, you know that there have been a lot of media these days, and the media has been very interesting. There has been so much gay content, so much homosexual content incorporated into media a lot. Now, where am I coming from? I am a Christian teenager and I have Christian values. And I will not lie, well, I do not fully support homosexuality. I do not support it at all. Let me not say fully, like let me stand on my Christian ground. I do not support homosexualism. Of that. No, I am not homophobic. Nobody should come and say, oh my goodness, you're homophobic. Because you do not support something doesn't mean you are hateful or horrible towards something. No, I have never been hurtful, said any hateful speech towards anyone, gay or lesbian or whatever the case may be, or queer, whatever the case may be. I'm just stating what is, a concerted issue. There's a lot of gay content out there, and as Christians and as teenagers, we need to be very mindful of type of content we consume. Like SO Kitty now, everyone, when it came out, everyone was happy and it was all the and everything. But there were some elements in it that were so not it. Elements like homosexualism. My friends have been telling me, watch it. I was like, I don't have strength. I literally do not have strength for like most Netflix shows right now, because you can be innocently watching even an animation or a cartoon or something, and then boom, you see two like men and two women kissing each other, and I'm just like, girl, I'm just trying to know what happens next. Like I don't need all this. Like, and the most annoying parts when you're watching with your parents, I just look at each other like, okay, that was interesting to watch. Not really. And a reason why I'm even adverse, to homosexualism in general is because most of it is built on lust. Whether anybody wants to accept it or not, these homosexualism are built on sexual desires and lust. And as a growing teenager, because I am a teenager, I'm actually 18 if you did not know. As a growing teenager, we need to be mindful of type of content, media we consume. If you watch sex education, I only watched one season of sex education, and I literally tried to watch the second season. I could not because it was doing too much. As teenagers, this time of our life is a very primitive time for us. We need to be careful of what we consume. And okay, see something. Why is it that most times when they introduce like the homosexual character, he or she is like this over sexualized, the way she dresses or the way he dresses. Now I'll be moving on to another section, which I will call the BL culture. She like BL boys love, especially like Manwa BL content. I like it a lot, but I had to take a step back away from it because most of it are rooted in like abuse, rape, too much sexual content, and I'm just like, girl, I'm just trying to just see two people be happy and lovey-dovey with each other. And at a point in my life, I also like, Lisa, you say that you want to stand on your Christian values and everything, and yet you continue to consume content that, according to the Bible, it's homosexualism, gayness, transgenderness, what did I say? Transgender, this and everything, queerness and everything. It's against, the Bible is against those things.
Do you have any kids? Yes, I have one daughter. How about you? How many baby daddies do you have, if you don't mind me asking? Ellipses. I have one daughter. I understand that it's she by the same father. I have one daughter. I understand that it's she by the same father.
And for a good reason at that, I will put Bible verses on the screen to show why the Bible is, adverse and against those type of practices. Just think of yourself as a teenager. You understand? These years, your hormones are raging and they are high and low and all over the place. And consuming content like this that would ignite those emotions much more. It is very concerning, really. Like, and I have some Christian friends. I want to try to tell them that, don't you think like this homosexualism that they are portraying in media is a little bit too much? They just be like, it's just media, it's just media, it's just media. Why are we dismissing it? Why are we dismissing that this is not just media? That media has a very powerful effect on our mind. It changes, it warps, and it puts values that you might start thinking are true.
Explain homosexuality as a Christian. Should we shut our mouths?
No. All Christians are obligated and justified in saying something about sexuality just because, first and foremost, we're ambassadors. That's a part of the Great Commission, is to teach people to obey all that God has commanded. I don't think we should feel like just because that's not my struggle, I get to opt out of the conversation, when really the fundamental struggle is a struggle against sin, and we all share that, right? And so there is a sense in which you do know what it's like to have an affection for something that you should not have an affection for. And you know what it's like to put that to death, and to put it to death again, and to put it to death again. Even if you're a straight man, you know what it's like to live in a society that says, why are you sleeping with one woman? That's silly. Having these cultural voices that try to lie to you. If we start to see that there is symmetry between the struggles, even in the distinctions, then maybe that would give us more courage to actually say something.
And yet you see some gay people that will be like, aren't we supposed to be free to love who we are supposed to love? Yes, you are. We are also free. We're all free to love and cherish who we want to. But there is a law and order to things. There is also a right and wrong to things, whether we want to, acknowledge that fact or not. It's lucky wrong to, want to. And like I said, most of these things also go back to sexual desires. The reason most gay creators, or just most gay people that I've seen, they all, warp them or center them sexually. And I'm like, is that really what love is about? Sex and desires and lust? Because if that is, then that is not love, my dear. And that's the whole reason why, being gay and being queer as a Christian is not really making sense. And then you see Christians, that maybe Christian gay people, and they're like, God loves us like that. No. If you are a true Christian and if you read your Bible, you would know that God is because God created us in a certain way. And when we allow the devil to come and warp that sense, give us little whispers of lies that, you can do whatever you want. No, you can love whoever you want to love. It's like saying you love erotic books. You know that these books are not good. They incite, lust. Like, I'll keep on saying lust because it's a real thing. It's a major concern. They keep on inciting lust, keep on inciting sexual desires and all of that. And you say, oh, it's just a book. It's just a book. It won't harm anyone. Like, God wants us to be knowledgeable and educated and all of that. Yes, but not at the expense of your health, mental health at that. That's why you see some people, they start going into masturbation, pornography, and just sex in general. So as a teenager, please let us be mindful of the type of content, media, and just people we follow and consume. That is moving on to my next sector. Why is everyone gay and depressed? Gay and depressed comes from two different aspects. So I follow like lots of creators, who are very inspiring to me. I respect them so much. So I'm going to be talking on these creators right now, and I'm not like being disrespectful or hateful to them in any way. Please don't think of that. If you know on Jade, she posts a lot of, at least in her early days, she used to post a lot of like study content, lifestyle content, her university Minerva content, which I was very inspired. She actually inspired me to want to go to Minerva, but I've not gone to Minerva yet. But maybe, who knows, I might go in the future. Then fast forward to a couple years later, let's say I think after she graduated, then she had her breakup with her boyfriend, her like ex-boyfriend, and now she is queer. She's queer. And when she first said that news, she was always highlighting, I feel like she was always highlighting in some, ways. But when that news came to me, I was like, wow. I was like, why? Then I was like, wow. And then she said that, it's started from when she was small, but, she just wanted to always hide it and everything. And I was like, why? And at first, guess what? At first, I was like, she just wants to be herself. She just wants to, be herself, and she doesn't want to conform to the world. And then I started like trying to understand her, not just understand. I was trying to like accept that she's queer, and that being queer is a good thing, and being gay is a good thing. And then I took a step back. That wait. You can like someone, you can like the content, you can like them as a person. Because I really love Jade. I really love Jade so much. She has even like messaged me once, and I was like so happy, like geeking out and everything. But their values, people's values, they always change. Like today I can be Christian, tomorrow who knows, the person can change to Muslim. But don't worry, by the grace of God, I'll be Christian forever. Amen. Yeah, but someone's values can change, and that is totally understandable. Maybe the way you grow up, type of people that you surround yourself with, the influences you allow to come into your life. But you, as a Christian, as a teenager, are just someone who sees those things as not it. If you allow them to stay in your life long enough, you accept them too. And what are you doing? They say you cannot serve God and serve mammon. Is that not the same? You cannot serve God and serve mammon. So anything that is not of God, you cannot put it in your life. You cannot accommodate it in your life, saying that, oh, let me just put it nice. No, it's not cause any harm. But I still like her, I still like them, I still like this creator. You can still like them, but the things they do, you know that they are not, adhering to your Christian values. You gotta let them go. So unfortunately, last week I unsubscribed from her because I knew that if I still subscribe to her, I would still be watching her content, and her content will still be warping my mindset to be, accepting, gayness and the queer community and all of those wonderful stuff. Which, yeah, and all of that. And it's one another creator called, even some other creators like Justin, not even Emily. I love their content so much. That is the problem. But like, and it's not even just because they are gay. That's why I don't like them. No, it's because they are gay. Okay, that's okay. You do you, I guess. But you would warp my mindset. You would make me start to, question myself too and be like, that girl that, I said that she looks pretty. Did I maybe actually have a crush on her? And like I literally had like a thought that I was like, wait, but like that doesn't make sense. Like I just liked the girl's outfit. Doesn't mean that I have a crush on her. Like it's not start making me overthink things that are not supposed to be that I'm not supposed to be overthinking on English. Yes, so it basically just doesn't just mean gay. This doesn't just apply to gay people. Basically, anyone who like just is doing more harm than good, or just puts out negative energy from their content. That's why I said, why is everyone gay and depressed? The depressing is going to some creators. Now I'm going to mention this creator's name. Her name is Via. Yes, most people know Via. She curses a lot. She curses a lot. Also, again, she always talks about like every small thing. She has anxiety. She has anxiety, and I'm not discrediting it. I think I've even like made a video of how like I was a little bit like depressed in a way. I'm not somehow at the time in my life, so I get it. I get being depressed or having anxiety, but like constantly saying it, like emphasizing that you have anxiety, you have anxiety, you have anxiety, you will have anxiety. Constantly saying, I am depressed, I am depressed, I am depressed, I'm depressed. You would be depressed. Like it's just so much negative energy. So much negative energy. And as someone who has me, I have a very fragile mental health. Like that's why anything that will like I'll be a little bit shaky to my mental health. Take a step back, please. So yes, I love her content. She edits her content so well, so creatively and everything. But her as a person is not a creator that I would want to be, a stable dose in my life. Although she has been, but like I have cut off. I was so unsubscribed to her last week, and it's the same with you. If there are creators who, let's say, from their dressing, like there's also there's some creators who know their videos are so, especially like all this sit down commentary channel videos. Like I love commentary videos, but there are some creators, let's say female creators, the way they dress a little bit like too out there, the way they present themselves, and then you'll be like, allow people to do what they want, allow people to dress the way they want, but why will you be allowing people to do what they want if it has negative effects? So, gay people to be what they want, and then it's negatively like influences the next generation, to start having identity crisis. Also, I don't understand that transgender thing. What do you mean you were born a girl and then you want to be a boy? And then you change the physical aspects of you to be a boy, but genetically you are a girl. And when people address you as a girl, you're like, no, pretend I literally saw a video. I don't know if I can find it, but like I'll put it. The girl was like, you cannot force your values on me. You are a boy, so I'll call you a boy. You are not a girl. And the transgender person was like, pretend, act like I am a girl. And I'm like, are you even listening to yourself? Are you listening to yourself? This is not a hate video. This is not a homophobic video. This is just something that I've been wanting to say for the longest time. A teenager is a lot. Being a Christian is also a lot. But you know what can help us make things better? Cutting off the things that you know they are good. They are good. All those smart books, they are good. All those bio manhwas, they are so good. All those creators that make you laugh and make you, feel inspired, everything, they're good in the flesh sense, in the mortal sense, in the carnal sense, but in the long run, in the spiritual sense, in the everlasting sense, they are not good. They are bad. It's the way the devil will trick you and cloud your mind to make you think that don't mind them. They're just trying to make you feel bad about yourself. That's basically what I wanted to just talk about. I know this video is all over the place. My points are all over the place. Everything's all over the place. But I hope my message has been passed across, or at least I've been able to make one little bit of sense. I always used to say something that I never want to talk about, like gay matters or like queer matters, because one day or very soon, by the grace of God, I would be famous and I would have a huge following. I'm even growing a following already. Rather, and I don't want, like people who like me will say that I'm not, like for the gay people. Like I don't hate gay people. Like if I see someone that is gay and they want to be my friend, I'll be like, oh, we can be friends. We can be friends. We can be. But I would not accept those values, those gay values. And I always felt like, in the future, I don't want people to like know that I don't really fully am for the gays, and all of that. Because they might not like me anymore, they might not follow me. But then that's good actually. Like it's actually good. You actually filter the people that do not stand for those values. And it also filters your values and makes you stand for the right values that you stand for, so that people can learn from you, they can learn, they can grow in you and everything. And honestly, it's better to stand for Christ than to stand for the world, because the world will give you nothing. The world will give you riches and give you fame and give you vanity, but God will give you salvation, give you everlasting life, will give you peace, and He will just give you direction and grace. Thank you so much for watching. If you have anything you want to add, anything you want to say, please state in the comments. I love having discussions with people. So make sure to subscribe. So I have lots of videos. I don't just talk about random things or anything. I also like do lots of vlogs. I'm a teenager living in Lagos, so yeah, stay tuned. So yeah, subscribe for all my vlogs and adventures. Stay tuned, stay blessed, and I will see you all in my very next video. Bye.